Today we're making this puff pastry tart with blue cheese, pears, and all the good stuff. Hi guys, welcome back to Bread and Butter. I'm really excited about today's recipe because it is like a family favorite. Now, let's talk about cheese. I'm a big fan of cheese, and we all know that cheese loves honey and different jams. It's often served with nuts and dried fruit. But cheese also loves raw, different kinds of fruit. Everybody knows that we like to pair cheese with grapes, but also pears. Especially, there's like this crazy love affair between pears and gorgonzola cheese or different kinds of blue cheese. And today, we're gonna kind of hook them up on a gorgeous tart. Now, I'm a big fan of making everything by myself. Then again, I'm also a big fan of quick and easy recipes that just come together really fast. That's why we're gonna use store-bought puff pastry. You can find it anywhere. It's usually sold frozen or just in the fridge. If it's frozen, you need to thaw it in the fridge, and then it's just so easy to use. I'm gonna show you some quick steps, some life hacks that'll make cooking with it much easier. What else are we gonna use today? 1 egg for the egg wash, some arugula because I love to sprinkle it on top of the tart, but when it's already finished, so it adds a nice note of something fresh and kind of herbal. We're gonna use pine nuts because I love cheese and pears and pine nuts together. A drop or like a drizzle of this like thick balsamic cream, love it. And of course the pears, which I'm gonna slice on a mandolin. Let's preheat the oven to about 180, 190 degrees, and let's get cooking. I suggest we start with the pears. We need to wash them, dry them, and now cut them up. I'm gonna do this with a mandolin. This is a really useful gadget that I think on a daily basis, I need it. This is gonna help us keep the pieces really like in a uniform size, so they all cook together at the same time in the oven, but you could totally do this with a knife. My suggestion, I beg you, always use a special glove. I think I got this on Amazon, but this is a lifesaver. It will save your fingers every single time, because I've had some bad experiences with this guy. Okay, let's get cutting. There are a few things that I wanted to pay your attention to. First of all, try not to keep your puff pastry out of the fridge for too long. It really likes to stay in the cold. So right before you're gonna work with it, I suggest you remove it from the fridge. You don't need to do much work to it. I just like to kind of pinch together the edges where it might have torn when I was unwrapping it. And I like it to be quite thin. This is probably 2-3 millimeters, maybe 2, maybe 3, I don't know. I like to keep my pears on like the thicker side because I do like a bit of crunch. I want them to kind of come out the oven softer, but like not pathetic looking, let's say it like that. What else? We need to make the holes with the fork. That's gonna help some of the steam evaporate. And we kind of made a little edge with the blunt knife just to make sure that we get some nice puffy edges, and always put the ingredients within like the lines. So we have the pine nuts, we have the cheese, and the pears. That's basically all you need. I love this recipe because there are not too many ingredients, but it really is a flavor bomb. Be careful if you want to switch up the cheese because a lot of cheeses have a high kind of water content. and you don't want your tart to come out like soggy and gross. I think this might be enough. I'm not gonna use up all the cheese. I don't wanna go too crazy. Oh my God, I can't wait to eat this. This is one of those recipes that comes together actually really, really fast. So like if you're expecting some guests, some friends over, trust me, this is like a good, fun finger food that is very, very easy to put together, assemble, so to say. So this is a tart. It's going in the oven for about 15 minutes. I'm speechless. I don't even know where to begin. This is such a nice treat. Imagine you're looking forward to some friends coming over, you want to have some white wine. This is the perfect finger food. It's an ideal snack. It's something which comes together so fast. From start to finish, it's just a matter of like 20 minutes. If you don't like balsamic vinegar, you can drizzle some honey, you can make it chili honey. You can definitely spice this up with some pepper flakes. If you don't like arugula, get something else. You can use walnuts, but this, to me, perfection. Again, right before you bake it, you could drizzle it again with some olive oil, but we know that the puff pastry is very rich and the cheese, so I like to keep it simple. Look at that. And it holds its own. It's not soggy, it's not droopy, super thin, flaky. What's not to love about it? Have a look. The gorgonzola cheese definitely became softer. It's got some color. It's incredibly, it's like a taste bomb. The pear is very sweet. The balsamic is a bit tart. This is divine, literally divine. Let me know if you like the recipe. Leave me a comment down below. Do you guys like puff pastry? Should I share some more recipes of different things that you can do with it? I always have some puff pastry lying around. Puff pastry, phyllo. It really saves time. It makes life and cooking much easier. Cheers.